Congratulations, Roger, making it to the next round. What did you take from this match today? Do you feel that you're playing at your best? And what do you think about the possibility of playing Rafa in the next round if he makes it through himself?
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel good, playing matches now. Not that I haven't in the past, but I think it was another one of those matches where, I think I don't need too many chances to break. I got clear playing patterns. I'm holding my serve comfortably. I'm in a good place mentally when I go into my service games, and I think it showed this week thus far, So I hope I can keep that up. And against Rafa, you need it obviously if it was against him, but also against Kachanov at this stage of the tournament anyway. You gotta bring your best game, and personally, I'm very excited to be in the semis here. Not that I didn't expect it, but it definitely went better than I thought it would.
Roger, without wishing to preempt the results of the second semi-final, if it is to be Rafa Nadal tomorrow, you've not played him since 2017, and you really dominated the rivalry in that particular year. Do you think 17 or 18 months on, there's any reason that would be different this year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think those 5 matches matter that much, to be honest, Like you said yourself, a lot of time has gone by, unfortunately, maybe for the rivalry for us, or for me. It's always better to keep on maybe playing against him. Even then you might argue that giving him chances maybe is also not what he needs, because he's too good of a player not to figure things out. But he seems to me very, very good. He's at a higher level than he was at the Australian Open. He seems healthy, and when Rafa's healthy, especially in a place like here in New Wales where he feels comfortable, he's clearly very tough to play. But yeah, a lot has happened in those 18 months you said it was. So sure, you'll look back at what I did well there, but you can't just copy paste and just play exactly the same thing again.
Roger, we've had Borg, McEnroe, Pete, and Andre. What is it that makes this particular matchup? Of course, we don't know if he's going to get there yet, but what your matchup with Rafa? What makes it so special?
Well, I think we're very different, sort of personalities, or maybe also player types. The way we go about it is very different, but yet we both find a way to excel. And also just that maybe he's very, the way he came up was very clay court based, and I was apparently very grass court based, and we both found our ways also on the other surface. And when he came up, I was already world number 1, so clearly that adds to the him trying to figure things out and getting there himself while I was at the top. I think it all adds to the cool rivalry that we had, and then you add all the foundation stuff we've had, promotional things we've done for the tour, political things, whatever it has been. It's been quite a journey with Rafa side by side.
Roger, the last time Rafa played, his previous match that he played here was also an 11 o'clock start like you had today, and he was explaining that he had to get up at 6:30, etc. What time did you get up, and what was your routine for this morning?
Yeah, 7 o'clock wake up, and went to practice at 8:30, and went back and to my house and took a shower, spoke about the match, had pasta at 9:30, and came over, taped and warmed up and played the game. So it's a bit different. The good thing is that I knew for a day and a half, I guess, that it was going to be an 11 o'clock start. So they warned me that they're going to put me at 11. I said, okay, yeah, I mean, well, what can I say? I have no choice. I'll get ready. I'll just have to go to bed early enough, and I did. And knowing also that tomorrow anyway it's going to be 11 o'clock or followed by. I think our match is followed by, but still it requires early wake up, because you never know if it's followed by, if a guy is not going to play or whatever happens. So you just got to be alert. And so it's a day session end to the tournament now. So I think as long as it's not bouncing, back and forth, day and night all the time, I think this is almost easier. But it's true, especially if you're playing maybe indoors and you're carrying an injury. 11 o'clock start is definitely not so easy.
Next week they'll be at a new venue. What are you going to miss most about Cuba's game?
Everything. It was a great event, a lot of history. It was considered the fifth slam back in the day. We had best of 5 set matches from the beginning. A lot has changed. I've had some epic battles there. I go all the way back to '98 when I won the juniors there against Korea and Albania. Korea in the finals, Albania in the semis for junior world #1. It's the first year it was held out of Crandon Park, so I have clearly mixed feelings about the change, but I hope it's all for the better, and I understand the logic behind it, but of course I'll miss the place. It's logical, I think, like all the players.
What do you think it'll be like playing in a football stadium?
I don't know, never played in one. I'm sure it's going to be exciting though.
Roger, I know that the Roger Rafa semi-final is the headline everyone wants to write, but if you're playing Khachanov, could you give us a detailed assessment of the challenge that would be and what you would expect of them?
Yeah, I think his win in Paris was massive for him, just getting through somebody of Novak's caliber in the finals, I think must have given him all the confidence he ever needed, for the next coming years, that he knows he can bring it right then. He's a big and strong guy, so he obviously can serve well when he needs to. His backhand is strong, his forehand's a very extreme grip, but he gets around it very quickly, and I think when he's feeling it, he's very tough to play. That's maybe also why, still because he's younger and all that, the expectations have risen, that maybe it's just at the beginning of the year has not been clicking, but this is just a matter of time until he finds it back again, and this is maybe exactly the week where he finds it, and he pushed Rafa extremely hard in New York, so I like how he plays. I played him in Halle. Should have been 3 sets. He had a set of forehand to go push me into a third in 17. So I have a lot of respect for him.
Roger, it's such a known quantity. You play Rafa, if that happens, does it get you as excited to play him at this stage, or is it more fun to play somebody like a rising young player you've never seen before, up close, or Djokovic or something like that? How do you feel about the adrenaline rush it gives you at this stage?
I think I need the combination. If it was only Rafa, I wouldn't enjoy that as well. Like it would be only playing young guys. So I think having the mix, is the magic really for me. So playing against the young guys to eventually get to Rafa, that's exciting. So I'm very happy, and I hope he wins. So I do get that chance, to play against him here.
Khachanov has been going through some racket changes and he's testing out. I was just wondering how much difference tiny details racket changes make in your experience.
It's the extension of the arm essentially, and your hand. So from that standpoint, I think the question is always, you got to ask yourself: is your racket and your mind going to be aligned at 5-all in the third set at 30-all? Can you hit it into the corner? Some days you just can't. There's nothing to do with the racket, but that's why racket changes need to be taken very seriously and at the right time of the year, and with the right mindset, a positive one, not one in frustration and he did it in a position of strength after a good season, a breakthrough season essentially, but it's definitely not easy. I never heard anybody say like this was like such a simple move for me, and it just takes time, But I think it seems like he's back to his old racket again. So, but I think it's good to test rackets, test frames, test new technology, because all of a sudden you realize that something's working better for you. Same with strings as well, for that matter. There's so much out there in the market that I've always been curious to find out what's out there, because maybe you find something that's better.